In this video, I'm going to break down GBPUSD, and we're also going to look at EURUSD for today. So today is Thursday, the 22nd day of February. So this is what GBPUSD looks like. This is on the 1 hour time frame. So from right here, you will notice that GBPUSD has been given a bullish order flow, right? To be honest, at this point right here, I was looking to sell GBPUSD, and I'll show you why. So we got this liquidity sweep right here, and price then came down with a very, very huge, selling pressure. So when I saw this, I felt, okay, we're likely going to see continuation of this bearish, bearish, uh, bearish move from up here, right? So price came back to this region. Let me draw it so you see. So price came back to this, you can call it another block or area of supply. And yeah, we actually saw, some sell-off, but then that didn't really hold. It just sold and came back to break even at this point because I was potentially targeting lows below this line right here or this low right here. But then that didn't happen. It came back, and then the moment I saw the way price, came back and took out this point right here with this kind of bullish pressure, with this buying power, with this force right here. As you can see, the candlesticks here were very, very, aggressive. So when I saw price come back all the way to this point, taking out this, this area of supply, I immediately started to switch my buyers to buy the market. So, and this happened on Friday. So going into this week, Monday, I was already looking to buy GBPUSD because of how we saw this, break of market structure at this point to the upside. So I didn't get an opportunity to trade here. I didn't trade here because I was actually having my buy limit on this other block right here. So this was my buy position. I had my buy limit here, but then price never came into this other block. So price left me. And I'm going to show you how I would have capitalized on this trade, not just waiting for this other block. If you go, let me see, to 30 minutes, or was it on 30 minutes or sorry, 4 hours? Let's see. Trying to check for where, the time frame. I guess I just had my, demand area marked out at this point for whatsoever reason. I don't know. I can't remember why I was marking this area as my area of demand and anticipating to buy off this area right here. But then if you look at it very critically, one of the things that I have discovered to, hold more in the market is when you consider liquidity, you consider another block, and you consider an imbalance in terms of a point of interest, in terms of a POI, that's in terms of where you are anticipating to place a trade. Most of the time, your liquidity will hold more than when you're waiting for another block to get triggered. In case you don't understand what I just said, let me explain again. So in this scenario now, this is it, right? I mark this area as my areas of demand or other block, right? But then look right here, we have an area of liquidity. This right here is liquidity, engineered liquidity that price will want to take out, right? Price came, gave another low here, which is equal low to this low right here, if you can see what I'm showing you, right? So we have a low here, we have a low here. That means we have more engineered liquidity at this point. So whenever you have something like this, you don't need to wait for price to come all the way down to your other block. No, I will advise you, you rather just put your entry immediately below this liquidity, immediately below this liquidity. You're most likely, you have a higher chance, a higher chance of getting an entry that way, unlike when you wait for the lower POI. So most of the times, the POI that will hold the most is when you just put your entry below that liquidity, right? Below that liquidity. Yeah, I understand that doing that will make you have a wider stop loss and all of that, but at least you have a better chance of getting an entry, isn't it? So very, 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 very textbook stuff. Price just came, took out this equal lows, and then boom, it started buying. Now, one of the reasons why I was actually still holding on to my buy limit that was on this zone right here was because price took out this liquidity at Asian session. See the Asian range right here, right? This is the Asian range, and price took out this liquidity during the Asian session. So when we came into the London session, early London session, price started ranging right here. So all I was thinking was, well, I'm still going to hold my position here because most likely we're going to see price come down to sweep this area right here to take out the Asian low, right, before it starts buying. So that was what I was thinking. I was like, oh, we're most likely going to see price come down, sweep the Asian low, just spike down, trigger me in and start going up. But that didn't happen, and it just moved. So I missed the entry. But one funny thing again that happened was that this whole thing that played out here was my exact strategy. But I didn't figure that out because I was busy on, I think I was busy trying to sell Euro USD that day. I was busy trying to sell Euro USD. So I didn't really figure out that this whole scenario that was happening here was my setup. So my trading strategy is very simple. Just wait for the sweep of liquidity, wait for a a close of the 4 hour candle. 4 hour candle close, then you wait for price to come back to a POI and you enter. Now, if you go to the 4 hour, you see that that was exactly what happened, right? So here it is. This is the liquidity sweep on the 4 hour candle, right? This is the 4 hour candle close. And then on this particular candle, we had a retest of a POI on the 1 hour that would have served as a perfect entry. And that was how I missed this trade. So the market just bought, and then now I got another opportunity to enter again. So I'm going to break down this one. I'm currently on this trade right now. So if you look at it, very similar stuff happened. Price came and was trying to take out this high. It sold off. When it did sell off, all I was now looking for was area of liquidity that price would take out. And then I look for a potential, continuation of the buy. And this was the area of liquidity right here. This was the area of liquidity right here. Price came, took it out, and then we got a 4 hour bullish candle. Even though this 4 hour bullish candle didn't engulf the previous, 4 hour candle, but still, I took it to be like what I wanted because this previous 4 hour candle was very, very bearish. So it probably would have been, crazy for us to see that bullish engulfing. But then I took this next candle as my bullish engulfing, even though it wasn't. And then I now look for an entry on the 1 hour. So let's go to the 2 hours. No, 1 hour. Yeah, so I guess my entry on the 1 hour was just, was it on the 1 hour I took this entry? Yeah, I think it was on this candle that looked like an institution candle. So I just took my entry on it, and then here we are. Price is just going up. So I'm gonna hold this till TP. I'm gonna hold this till it comes and takes out this high. Hopefully it does that. So it's as simple as that, guys. Very, very simple, very straightforward. Wait for the liquidity sweep. Sweep, change of character, or that change of character could be the 4 hour engulfing candle that I'm looking for, right? Then you wait for an entry on on the lower time frame POI. So very, very straightforward, very simple strategy that I'm trading, guys. So let me quickly look at Euro USD before I call this a wrap. So it's very similar thing to happen on Euro USD. Very, very similar thing. Now, this was where I told you that I was looking at selling Euro USD and it confused me and made me miss my ideal setup. The truth is, guys, I always say this. If you trade only your ideal setup, if you trade only your strategy, which you have, which you have figured out to be an edge in the market, if you trade only your strategy, you will end up profitable. You what will happen is there are two scenarios that will happen. It's either you end the week in a small loss or a small win or a big win. Three scenarios actually. You will never end the week in one ridiculous loss. No. You always end it in either a very small loss that you can come back from, or a small win or a very big win. So this loss I took on Euro USD here was actually a stupid loss because that was not my strategy. And after coming this far, like I've traded only my strategy for as long as probably a month now. And then in my head, I thought like, I'm there, right? I'm there. I cannot go deviate from my strategy. But then I got carried away by one setup I was seeing on the Telegram channel. The guy was showing his setup, his trade. I just got carried away by that. And then before I knew it, I was taking a trade right here. So this was the place I said I took a trade and I took a loss. What happened when price came and swept this liquidity? I didn't wait for a 4-hour close. I just felt like we're going to sell off from here. We're going to sell off from here. So the moment I saw a 30-minute engulfing candle, a 30-minute bearish engulfing candle, I just took the sell and I held. And guess what? I even reached 1%. I usually will reach 0.5% of my account, but on this one, because I wanted to pass my this one, I was already 4% off. So I just wanted to pass it on one trade, So I just felt this is it. This is the trade. And I'll place my trade reaching 1% here on a setup that is not my regular strategy or ideal setup. And boom, I hit SL. Price took me out and I lost 1.2% of my account because I even got slipped on the move. So that was crazy. But then if you look at Euro USD, it has done similar stuff just like GBP USD, right? Let's go to the 1 hour. So price came, took out this liquidity right here. I marked this, but it even came further down to take out this one, right? So took out this liquidity right here. And then it gave us a bullish engulfing on the 4-hour. Well, not a bullish engulfing because look at it right here. You see this 4-hour candle is bullish and very strong, but because the previous 4-hour candle was very bearish, so we didn't get that engulfing. But still, if you check it out, you will see that price came and even give a change of character at the top here, right? So price gave a change of character here. So this was even further confirmation that this is a very legit setup to take. So if I were to take this setup, I didn't want to take this trade because I was already on GBP USD trade. So if I was to take this trade, let me show you how I've gone about it. Right? So I got the liquidity sweep, the 4-hour bullish candle closed, and then where do you think is going to be my 1-hour POI? It's very, very easy, guys. This other block right here is going to be my 1-hour POI because we have the last bearish candle and then the bullish engulfing candle. So I'm going to trade it like this. I'll put my entry, my buy limit here, put my stop loss here, and then I'll target up. So very, very simple, guys. Very, very simple. See, let me tell you guys something. You see this strategy that I'm trading? I got it for free on YouTube. Like a lot of things are just out there for free that you don't even need to pay somebody for his course or a strategy before you become successful at trading. But the truth is, you will not figure this out until you have paid for a lot of courses, until you've paid for a lot of strategies. Then you now realize that it's not about this, it's not about the courses, it's not about the strategy, it's about you actually. It's about you doing what you're supposed to do. It's about you managing risks. It's about you like controlling your emotions and your psychology. It's about you keeping to your trading plan and trading rules. That's the most important thing that will make you successful and distinguish you. No matter how, even if you sit down with the best trader in the world, somebody that has a strategy that has 90% win rate, you're still not going to be profitable because you still need to like trade that strategy for yourself personally. And that can only happen if you're able to manage your emotions, manage yourself, because where we get it wrong is in between the trades, we find ourselves doing stupid things, making wrong decisions that ends up, sabotaging that trade and turning it to a loser or not getting the best out of it. So trust me, guys, The most important thing is you know your edge, you know what your trading strategy is. You clearly define the terms, clearly define what it is you're looking out for in the chart, what it is you want to see before you trade. Like explicitly state it out so that it's very obvious that you don't need to now come and be, scrutinizing and, trying to confirm if this meets with my strategy or not. No, it's clear, black and white. It's very, very lucid. You know what it is you're looking for. When you see it in the market, you take the trade. And if you take all in that trade, if you take all in that strategy or all in that setup, you will become profitable. Manage risks while doing it and manage your emotions. Simple as that. This is the holy grail of trading. Put me anywhere, guys. What I just shared to you right now is the holy grail of trading. So I hope a lot of people get to watch this. I hope a lot of people get to see, watch these videos. The thing is, most likely, well, I know that right now, probably just a few hundred of people will see this video, but then by the time I get bigger on YouTube, I get bigger on social media, and I have more following, I have more influence, I'll still be teaching this. I'll refer people back to these videos so that they watch and they get value from it. Because this is actually priceless. This is what you need to succeed in trading. A lot of your gurus, a lot of your mentors, they don't really say much about this or tell you what you need to know because they want you to buy the course, buy the signal, buy the robot and all of that. And to be honest, when I have that level of influence, I'm going to sell a course. I'm going to teach you a course because there are some people that no matter how much you think, they will not get it until there's a price attached to it. And to be honest, that's just how it even works. That's how life works in general. Something that is given out to you for free, you don't regard it, you don't find value in it, you don't place value on it. So you still go out there looking for something else. So this whole thing that I'm telling you right now is actually the holy grail, but you will not really place value on it. Nobody will care to come and start skimming through my YouTube channel to want to watch all my videos. He will just prefer to go buy the course because the course is just going to be straight to the point, giving you the value and all of that. So that's how it is. But then I still hope many people find value here, and then become successful at trading because the truth is trading is so fucking hard. It's so fucking difficult. Like trading is the most difficult career path in the world, as far as I'm concerned. So guys, I hope we all have a profitable week. I hope we all have a profitable day. Just shoot me a DM or comment anything you want me to talk about or cover in my subsequent videos. You can drop it in the comments. Also like this video, guys. If you found value in this, please like and subscribe to this channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one.